it home.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Now here's Wembanyama. Here's Clutch. No good with the triple. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. And here's Avdia. And it's rejected. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Kamari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. Sinks it from distance.
That's good. Oh, good three ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Henderson. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times after David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Now here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Wembanyama sinks it from just inside the baseline.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Pass to Kamari. Inside. Here's Henderson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Henderson. He has 6. From outside, off the mark. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on. And coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him. Stick with it. Try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. You take a look at Fox. Better be careful around him when you have the ball. The league leader in steals. And, of course, Matisse Thybulle, he's right in the conversation. He's a menace to any ball handler and loves to jump passing lanes.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
Here's Kamari. Back to Sharp. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Pass to Bottoms. Now here's Wembanyama. Portland with a rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Henderson, the pass to Avdia. Back to Henderson. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Avdia from outside. The rebound by Clutch. San Antonio trailing here. Fresh. That one's good. Fresh has got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Henderson. Deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
All right, Shams, thank you. That's good from Henderson. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Henderson, the pass to Avdia. Outside for Henderson. Williams with the screen. Unloads from 13. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Henderson's got 10.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Fresh. Williams grabs the board. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Sharp. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. San Antonio leading. Here's Fox. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot. So you can't just lay off of him. It makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Free throw's good for Fox. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left to right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Timeout. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, missing from the line became contagious. That happens. They just picked the worst time to do it.
Sharp up top. In his last outing, 8 points for him. It's stolen. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Fresh. And that one is stuffed right through.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Blazers trail by 5. Henderson with it. 10 points for him. Four on the clock. Again, the miss by Portland.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Clutch passes to Bottoms. Here's Fresh, defended by Henderson. Here's Wembanyama. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Simons.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Portland.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And so he hits both. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Now here's Henderson. Not a lot of room. Simons finds Henderson, puts it up, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Henderson's got 12 points. Here's Fresh, defended by Henderson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Denny Avdia.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And he drops the first. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Simons. Last game, 26 points for him. And there's the screen. There's the triple. Rebound by San Antonio. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Now here's Wembanyama. 9 points for him in his last game. Yep, that one's good.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Simons passes to Williams. And here's Henderson. Avdia outside. Back to Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Wembanyama. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Sharp passes to Simons. For 3. Drops in the 3. Simons got 5.
And over the course of a season, this is one of Simon's strengths, his efficiency from range.
Here's Clutch. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Simons. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
And just great commitment to the play. Simons doesn't let the foul stop him cold.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Simons. And some changes here for Portland. Aiden, he's checked in for Williams. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. And it's Kamara in for Henderson. And so Simons nails both of them. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Clutch. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Can't cash it in from close range.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Grant, the rebound by Clutch. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And it's the Blazers with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Ayton. Again, the miss by Portland.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
With the drive. Outside Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with a rebound. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Well, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. And also a switch here for Portland. Walker's checked in. Spurs lead by 6. Here's Clutch. Lays it up and banks it in.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Simons outside. Pass to Kamari. There's the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. Anunoby passes to Clutch. 1:02 left in the first. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Jeremy Grant. Second personal foul.
San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Number 7. Shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.54 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Ayton. Here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And went all around the rim that time before dropping. Simons got 9.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
Here's Clutch. Portland with a rebound. Simons outside. Knocked loose. Here's Clutch. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. They've got DeAndre Ayton, Jeremy Grant out there with Walker. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Kamare in at the 2 guard. Pass to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, a skilled interior player. I mean, Grant's teammates get him the rock and encourage him to punch it in.
Here's Clutch. Takes a 13-footer. That one doesn't drop. Blazers trail by 9. Here's Kamare. No points so far. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Ayton is locked in.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Let's give it up for you.
Biombo, he's checked in for Anunoby. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Clutch. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Biombo. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Now Simons. He's got 9. Walker, a screen on Johnson. Here's Grant driving in, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
No good on the free throw. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
He hits the second from the line.
Great basketball play runs in the family for Jeremy Grant. But he really has become his own man out on the floor and shown us his own unique talents.
Here's Clutch. Sinks that one from the post. Clutch has gotten 4 this quarter.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Kamari. Here's Ayton, defended by Biyombo. Grant outside. Six on the shot clock. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Spurs lead by 10. Here's Castle. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Here's Kamari. Rebound by San Antonio. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Blazers trail by 12. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Clutch. He's covered by Simons. They double him with Simons. To the wing on the left. Castle for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Castle's got 5 now.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Trailblazers, Murray comes in for Walker, and it's Benton in for Kamara. Blazers trail by 13. Here's Simons, blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And some changes here for Portland. Walker, he's checked in for Murray, and it's Thibault in for Banton. On defense, the Spurs. This is the most they've led, 13 points. On the wing, Simons. 9 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Taken away. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Sohan. Here's Castle, covered by Thibault. Here's Sohan. And the layup falls. And the Spurs lead by 15.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Simons. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Showing the bounce. Simon says dunk.
Here's Clutch. He's got 13. Here's the teardrop. And it's good on the layup. Clutch has got 6 here in the quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Simons outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Biyombo.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Clutch. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Now here's Simons. The D's right on him. Simons, a screen on Johnson. Baseline jumper. He can't get that one to fall. Spurs lead by 17. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Grant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Count it.
Look at how Grant attacks the interior, doing what it takes to get a high percentage shot.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And he drives in. Clutch passes to Bottoms. And a miss there on the triple. Blazers trip. Trail by 15. Here's Grant. It's Avdia on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Johnson passes to Bottoms. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Bottoms. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Pretty slick by Fox right there, giving it away to the guy who is ready to attack.
Simons outside. Ayton, a screen on Fox. Simons finds Ayton. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Okay, knockout.
Wow. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Williams passes to Simons.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And that one is hammered home.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Blazers trail by 13. Grant in the post. Pass to Simons. Williams a screen on Fox. 5 to shoot. There's Simons with a 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Fresh. He's covered by Grant. Fox outside. Pass to Bottoms from outside the arc. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Fox against Simons. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. San Antonio leading by 13. To the right side. Here's Clutch. Here's Bottoms. Pass to Clutch. Nice move. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Friday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And that one falls for Simons. And San Antonio making a change here. Bassey's checked in. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Ayton. And so Simons nails both of them. Spurs lead by 11. Here's Bottoms. He had 25 points in the win against Houston. They double him with Simons. Fox, the pass to Bassey. Back to Fox. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Draws tons of attention with the ball in his hands. Fox, he'll get you some bonus shots.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break.
Yeah.
Shots.
Yeah, it took me a little minute.
Free throws good for Fox.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
Scoot Henderson's checked in for Simons. And both free throws good for Fox. Blazers trail by 13. Off the outside. Sharp against Fox. Left side Sharp. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Williams with the block.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Spurs, 2nd.
It was true team basketball we saw out of them. Always willing to work together, no one making himself bigger than the team.
San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Fresh. 38 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Three-pointer Sharp. Knocks down the long J. Sharp's got 5 points now this quarter.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Pass to Bottoms. Wembanyama down low. Williams defending. Clock at 6. Fresh. And miss after miss right now.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Now just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, he's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Wembanyama, screen on Henderson. Here's Fresh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tipped away. Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Williams. Fresh, the pass to Bottoms. Stolen by Sharp. It's Avdia on the wing. Outside Sharp. Launches it. It's hauled in by Bottoms. Bottoms has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Fox. Pass to Fresh. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And we've got 28 seconds left in the half. Fresh misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Avdia outside. Sharp against Fox. Now here's Sharp. And he banks in the layup. Sharp's got 7 points for the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and didn't even know. A poet.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
San Antonio leading by 3. They've got De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama, screen on Henderson. 5 on the clock. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Henderson finds Williams. Fox against Sharp. It's hauled in by Bottoms. Well, the Spurs shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Pass to Fox. Ooh, it's stolen away. There's the drive. The putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
San Antonio leading. Here's Bottoms. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And he just driving. mistake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
To the paint. Here's Sharp. It counts, and the foul. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
And Sharp has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Portland. Sharp at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Sharp, no good on the free throw. Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Fresh. Here's Clutch. Uses the glass on the layup. Clutch has got 19 points.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Henderson outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Henderson. Henderson hits them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Fresh, defended by Henderson. Here's Bottoms. Off target with the three.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Kamari. It's picked off. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Avdia with a steal.